We're in trances, going off to different places, different planets.
Everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is a very interesting vlog that I filmed over a couple of weeks. There's not a lot of me in this vlog, but I have a lot of fun activities. This day we decided to go saltwater tubing, as you guys will see shortly. We had this tube with all of our snacks, drinks, towels, which we bought from Walmart, which was so useless because all of our towels got wet, of course, and some of our towels even got, we lost them in the river somehow. But this was such a fun experience. You can rent out tubes and then just go in with your friends. I would recommend that if you go, definitely try to get your own tubes because that would be so much more comfortable. We had to use a rope to tie all of our tubes together so that we weren't just like floating away. There were so many times that we were hitting and bumping into all of these trees and little like plants here and there. So try to stay in the middle. It is a little bit challenging, especially. Actually, it's more fun in the rapids, but it is like a lazy river almost. It takes 2 hours to complete the entire route, and it is such an experience. We got so tan, but it was so fun. Ooh, what is the sprinkles one? On Tuesdays, Topgolf is half off, so my friends and I decided to go there after dinner. And let's just say I'm not that bad. I'm pretty good. Every time the oral surgeon or endo comes at our office, they bring in so many snacks. Look at these cinnamon rolls. I think they have like apple or some filling, and the charcuterie board, it's so delicious. This is gonna be my next vlog. Are this is vlogging. It's a beautiful. What is it? Why is it bad? It's nice when the car interior is also visible. Every weekend, my friends and I want to do some or the other activity, and so we drove to Pop Stroke, which is such a fun activity. However, this day it was so full and we didn't anticipate that, but it was Labor Day. So much for wearing golfing clothes.
I swear to God, you look like 3 hours.
I was telling you, we'll wear nice, beautiful clothes and come. Basically, we were waiting inside contemplating whether or not we wanted to play because of the rush, and it is quite expensive and we would have to wait in so much line for our turn, and we were quite a lot of people, so we went for bowling instead, and that was equally fun. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is a new day. We are going out for, I don't know, brunch. I guess we were supposed to go for brunch, but it's 1 o'clock. I'm just gonna have a mandarin till then. This is my outfit. I feel like I'm so tired of like all of the clothes that I have because nothing is new. But I'm like super tan as well. I don't know if you guys can even, do you see that? What? Yesterday we were going for Pop Stroke, and then it was really full, so we ended up going for bowling, which was really fun. I think I'm pretty good at bowling. I don't think I'm that, but I'm not sure you're supposed to have acidic food on an empty stomach. It's same, just connected. Oh my god, Nina is sitting here for like a couple of hours. First, let's get this. Traditions are meant to be followed, and Nina and I never skip any weekend to visit a new cafe. This day we went to Otro Cafe, which has a restaurant and a cafe, and it was so beautiful. However, we had quite the funny experience because they did not accept any Apple Pay, and neither of us carried our cards on us. So we were quite in a sticky situation. We went around asking people if we could just Zelle them, whether or not we could withdraw some cash. We asked some old people and they didn't even know what Zelle was, but thankfully we found a wonderful woman with a small little kid who was willing to give us money, and I just Venmo'd her on the spot. And then we went to eat in the restaurant next door, which was quite okay. It wasn't the greatest. The chips and salsa were good, but I don't know what this fondue was not doing it. Then later that night we went to Snakes and Lattes and played some board games. Dessert will be the end of me. Nina and I went to Insomnia Cookies later that night and we got ourselves chocolate chip cookies because we were just craving it, okay? I'm trying to stop. I'm going to get better at it. I don't eat a lot of dessert during the week, so it's okay. It's fine. The next day we went to Barnes & Nobles because I really wanted a couple of books, but of course I'm going to get them online or just read them on Kindle. I wanted It Didn't Start With You. I've started Atomic Habits, which I'm loving. And then next day we went for Pop Stroke because we had to finish what we started that day, okay? Such an incredible day. I swear my vocabulary is just fun and incredible. I have no other words to describe any experience. Surprisingly, there wasn't much rushed, even though it was a weekend, so we got to play 2 rounds. However, Nina and I sat outside after the second round because we were just so done with it. So we grabbed an orange creamsicle gelato ice cream, and it tasted just like childhood. I cannot pinpoint what it was, but it was delicious. And then the next day, of course, I went to Matcha Maiko because it's my favorite place on planet Earth. Their matcha is so creamy, so delicious, and they had a new soft serve in lychee. Chef's kiss, guys. Please. I think they have multiple locations, so you have to go.
Look at them making the matcha. It's green in color. It was so green and so delicious. Look at her crushing it. Look at Nina. Random auntie. Look at Nina. Yeah, look at the matcha and look at the cold brew. I think I like the matcha better. Nina adding her milk.
We cooked this 1-pot Mexican rice, which was so delectable. I will try to find the recipe and put it in the bio. And I had to sign this huge form for my wisdom teeth removal surgery, which is kind of like a consent form. Anyways, later that day, I went to Scottsdale with Nina. We checked out 2 different cafes and some boutiques nearby because later that evening, I had this team outing called Paint and Sip, which was so much fun. You get to so basically it's like a class wherein the artist shows you how to paint a certain image. So this day it was a cactus, and all of you have your own individual canvases and paints, and you just follow along. So that way it's a guided class and you can have like different drinks and snacks. It's so nice and a wonderful way to bond with your team members, with your colleagues. Basically, we checked out Tea Time and Shroom Cafe. Tea Time is matcha heaven. They have all of the teas you could possibly ask for in different sizes and in different ways. They actually, like, let's say I get a peach matcha, right? They'll take like peach flowers. I don't know, they take some like peach essence or something, grind it with boiling water, so it's like so refreshing and fresh, and the flavor just comes through in such a subtle way without overpowering the matcha. And then Simply Shroom, they use shrooms in their drinks, which I didn't think much of, but they've got a bunch of different options to choose from. I didn't try anything, but Nina liked her coffee here.
I have same like this from 68 dollars. These are actually really pretty. I have this from forever.
My colleagues and I were constantly looking at each other's paintings to see how we were doing at every step, because it wasn't challenging, but it was just so funny to see everyone's cactus. Like, some of our cactuses was so big, and then if you can see, Avery's cactus is so tiny and cute, and everyone's like flowers are different colors. So that was very interesting, and we were just chatting along. Some of us were actually very focused. And the next day we went for Ganpati celebrations at my uncle's house and came back home and baked banana bread, which is still in the fridge. I have not eaten because after that day I got my wisdom teeth out, so I couldn't even eat these nuts, so that was pointless. But we went to Sicilian Butcher for dinner, and this is such a good place for pizzas, pastas. They have some very unique dishes actually. They had like saffron tagliatelle, I think tagliatelle, yeah. They have like eggplant parm and eggplant meatballs we actually got in our pasta, which was a little bit salty but very yummy. So, and then the next day I cooked some pasta for lunch, and then this like cauliflower gravy tofu thing with some roti, and that was about it. And then the next Friday, this is just such a random vlog, went to Chennai Cafe for buffet, and the next day went to Olive and Ivy for brunch because Shantanu had flown in from Minnesota, so we wanted to spend some time with him and just enjoy. Their gelato and cafe is so nice. I got their honey almond gelato. Their gelato was so rich and creamy. I absolutely devoured that in 10 minutes. I will definitely go back for their gelato to try different flavors. But the next day went to Infusion Coffee with Nina, and I got this veggie sunrise sandwich, which I still dream about. It was so light and airy. I am very proud of this meal I made, which is sweet potato and black bean corn tortillas, tacos, and the next day had Einstein bagels, which I actually grabbed the bagels from office and then just got it home, toasted it, and put some stuff on top. And then watched Core Beauty because she posted a video after such a long time. She's finally in her dermatology residency, and I've been watching her since the start of her YouTube, and it is just so nice seeing her growth. And later that day went to Crete Tea. They have amazing matcha, amazing tea and coffee options, and it's just such a minimalistic cafe. And that night went to a Dragon Bar, I think it's called, and then Palma, which is a very bougie restaurant. And the next day went to Fairtrade Cafe and had, of course, matcha. I feel like there's nothing new. But this was in downtown Phoenix, so Nina and I just walked in downtown Phoenix, went to a lot of different cafes, checked them out for our future dates. And we went to Champagne Lanes, which has wonderful interiors. They've got 2 lanes, bowling lanes, and they've got like mini bowling balls, which is such an interesting concept. However, it was full, so we couldn't play, but it is a very nice place. And that's about it. We didn't really do much. We played Among Us that night, and the next morning I made tostadas. Again, so good. We went for Arizona State Fair, which was quite okay, and then for dinner went to Chibo, which is the best wood-fired pizza. So I finally got my new Nike shoes here with me. I'm so freaking excited. You have no idea. I went to the mall with Nina and we saw these shoes in Foot Locker, and we were so excited to get it there and then. It was $120 there, but they didn't have either of our sizes, so we were like, oh my god, how do we buy this? And at that point when I was seeing Nike's website, I didn't see it. So I was like, oh my god, like I don't know where to get it. And then they were like, you know, you could just order it to the store or whatever and we'll like get it for you. And I was like, it's okay, let me just take a couple of days to think about whether or not I even want these. And then on Thursday I was just randomly like, let me just check Nike's website, and I saw it on there and it was $105 plus extra 20% off. So I got it only for $82, which is amazing. Okay guys, are we ready for the reveal? I think these are the best shoes. I've always wanted white shoes, but I don't like the plain white Nike shoes because they're just too white, you know. So these are like, oh my god. I don't think you're understanding. Do you see that? I love this silver like detailing. I don't know what you want to call it. Like, it's like proper, like, I just feel like it's so like well designed. I love this little dangly bit. I hope it doesn't come off. And then it has a drip here. I don't know if you can. The drip. Arey yaar. It's like a tiny drip, but it is so pretty. I freaking love it. And then it's got this beautiful, like, very light green detailing here. It's so subtle and it's so pretty. Oh my gosh, guys. This is all I do. I work and I buy shoes. I work and I buy shoes. I don't do anything else in life. But if you want to purchase these, I will just put up the name of the shoes over here somewhere. It should say on the box though. These are Air Force One 0799 SE and I got it in the size 7.5, which is 38.5. I am size 38, but I think that this, like, I always get 7.5 in Nike anyways, so. I'm so happy. You have no idea. I'm so tired, but I'm so happy. Okay, bye. Stop. Do you see this? Oh my god. It's matcha time. It's been so long since I've had homemade matcha. And I just always like going back to my own homemade matcha because it's just stronger, not as sweet as outside matcha, and I just love it. One day I actually want to try it with saffron milk, but today I just want it as is. Look at how beautiful she looks. Hopefully this pour is not going to go all over the place. Okay. There we go. What a perfect amount. How do I do such a good job all the time? Ignore this though. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know this is a very like weird end to the vlog, but I am going to be posting another video very soon, so stay tuned for that. I'm trying to get regular with all of my videos. I'm sorry about the delay, but if you guys like this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.